So yes, it's true. Emotionally charged thoughts manifest reality. That's true. But it's often not your experience. Why? Because age-old perceptions that you are born into, perceptions, beliefs that you were handed down upon you by parents, by educators, by people that you go to school with, especially as your mind is being, and your feeling body and your physical body is being formed for you. The first 21 years, someone should have warned you that in those first 21 years, that your whole life will be like one big sponge. And you won't necessarily have the discerning intelligence to discern, oh, this thing I'm soaking up over here, maybe not. Maybe not. You see, that discerning intelligence was supposed to come from your elders, from your seniors, who knew better because they had the experience and ready you for being 21 years where you're on your own, kid. But that's not the way it worked out. And so people are raised with beliefs. They come from every direction. By the time you're a young adult, you are already full of so many beliefs that have formed perceptions. So let's just drive this one home. Yes, emotionally charged thoughts create reality. In the most ideal sense of the truth, that is truth. However, what's gone wrong down here in your world is that your perceptions, your beliefs, drive like a fury. Now, the rest of the part is important. What is real for you? You see, the first part, emotionally charged thoughts create reality. However, perceptions, like a fury, drive what is real for you. What is real for you? Put brackets around that. Because the first part of the statement was that emotionally charged thoughts create reality. Create reality. In the second part of the statement, the end of the statement is, what's real for you? And so depending upon where you live, whether you live in modern countries, third world countries, you have lots of modern countries where there is all sorts of ride-em cowboy kickback beliefs about people. If you're not within that range, you're weird. You're weird. You have color on your skin. You're gay. You're outside of the range of the Midwest thinking, in which you are born with a set of beliefs that have become your perceptions, that drive like a fury what's going to be real for you. And there are millions upon millions of people that have experiences in the manifest world that are real for them, that are not real for whole other groups of people, because those whole other groups of people don't have those beliefs that have formulated as perceptions that's driving what's real for you. Now, those words, beloved, what's real for you? I say them that way so that it'll intimately bring it home, so that you'll think about that in your own private time. What's real for me? While realizing that you cannot speak for other people. That's what's real for other people may be completely different than what's real for you. Yet you are a collective race. There are 10 billion of you designated to this planet. You're all almost on the planet. You have about 2-3 more billion to go, and then you'll all either be on the planet or you'll be up in Shambhala preparing to live in the next dimension, the 5th dimension. The people of Earth are finally on their way to getting back to the reasons why they came to this planet in the first place. Sometimes there is great interest in the heart. People start looking, they research, they dabble with different spiritual books, try different spiritual groups. And after a while, they may walk away from them, not giving them a chance. Because everything that they're being exposed to or reading or listening to, it doesn't match what is real for them. Even though there is a flame that is saying to them, your life could be different. But for it to be different, you're going to have to find something that will be a new, meaningful beginning, where you can bring something different in your life. I ask you to be with that part of the phrase. My beliefs, my perceptions drive like a fury what's real to me. I am willing to open that right up. What's real to me? Why should what's real to me be limited by what I believe in, when what I believe in has not been fed by my experiences? My experiences have only fortified, but they did not feed. They fortified. They added to, made it worse. Why? As a Magdalene, I could not imagine me having beliefs that like a fury would create what's real for me. I would rather be empty, completely empty, so that what's real for me is the truth of the universe, all possibilities, all potentials, all wonders, all magnificence. That I live my life in such a way that I almost have to keep 10-pound bricks attached to my feet. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just going to float off. I am in just such a high. I could just levitate right now. And I can't wait to show you. And that's going to happen soon enough, precious hearts. But what is real to you? As you just go, let's just go into the what were you facing on Thursday? What were you facing on Wednesday and Tuesday? Let's just go back into your life. Now I could say, no insult intended, that you could go back into your little life you're living, or your tremendously expanded life that you're living, that everybody just would love to have an opportunity to be around you because of the way you live, because of your enthusiasm, and even the most dullest individuals would know that you must be spiritually developing yourself because you are so bright, and my eyes are so flat, and your eyes are so full of light. Something's going on. So just go into your life right now. Because precious hearts, at Mother's Covenant, I was given a wonderful opportunity, and that was to raise you. Mother raises you as roses. I raised you as Magdalenes, so that you would have some pressure on you. But lovely pressure. Well, at least it's intended that way. To keep you cognizant that the Magdalene force has been something buried in your feeling body for so long. And just like the grand cosmic being inside you, it wants out to play. And so does the Magdalene force. It wants out to play. You've buried me too long. But life says that you must be willing to demonstrate a degree of harmlessness. And most of you are there most of the time in demonstrating and living and expressing harmlessness to others. So where then, why is the Magdalene force not being increased a little bit more? Because we can see inside you, and we can see that sometimes your dialogue with yourself is not very friendly. And that means you are harmful to yourself. So this begets all new questions. Am I willing? Am I willing to say yes to life, yes to myself, yes to the buried treasures deep within my own being? It's very interesting, the signs you carry. Even today, everyone carries signs. Some of you have very defiant signs. Defiant. Some of you still, you just rather be invisible. And you can walk in your shopping malls and people just bump right into you because they don't see you. Because you have a psychological sign on you and it says, say no to me. So I'm Mary Magdalene. I insist, if you wish my help, and I have lots to give you, in some way, it may not be in all areas of your life, but in some areas of your life, the energy radiating out is say no to me. No thanks, leave me alone, I'll be invisible. No, I'm not interested in a new career opportunity. No, I'm not interested in a relationship. I'm invisible, leave me alone. I'm comfortable in my miserable life. At least I know it. At least it's real for me. So, I'm talking about energy, vibration. So today, I would like you to imagine that you have a sign over your front, and it says, say no to me. So, you have one of those markers in your hands. Is that correct word? Sketch markers? Well, just 2 lines, horizontal lines, cross over no. And underneath it, well, I don't see you doing it. Cross over no, and then write Y, no, yes, Y-E-S. I say yes. Say yes to me. Say yes to me. I mean, precious hearts, at a psychological level, often people aren't having the kind of opportunities that they deserve to have, because there's some part of their life that has just become so comfortable that we might say, well, you know, I'd like it to be different, but think of all the work I'd have to do in making it different, and I'd rather not be bothered, you know, because my life's okay. It's okay. I don't do okay. I'm a lot like a son. I do exceptional. Let your energetic sign say yes to me. Because you know in life what you're signing up for. Isn't it terrible to be signing up for something and to have a part of your life that for some reason in your head and even maybe in your heart, you're saying yes to something, yes to some experience, yet at a deeper psychological experience, and maybe it's your history, but a part of you deeper inside you and saying, well, go ahead and say yes to it, but I'm not. And that deeper part where you make things real, where your fuel is, head, heart's in the right place. But that deeper part where the fuel to make things happen says, no, I'm not convinced that's what you want, so I'm not going along with you. So that's why you have to be so clear, beloved hearts. So today I offer you my Magdalene strength and confidence and determination. And Mother Akasha offers you, and your grand cosmic being inside you offers you safety. At some point, here's a question. It's so simple, but it can correct some things in your life if you change the answer. Am I willing to be seen? You see, the average person never thinks about these things. And the average person is the same life year in, year out, year in, year out, and I'm yawning. I would get bored if I had to live in your world. Where's the new? Where's the exciting? Where's the adventure? Let the adventure begin. Didn't it begin when you made the silly decision of coming back and being born into this world? Well, that was the whole idea. Let the adventure begin again. Am I willing to be seen? Let's have 15 seconds of silence. Go in. And especially in all the areas that are important to my life, to living a happy, joyful, fulfilling life. Am I willing to be seen? And on a scale out of 10, 10 is a big, big hell yeah. Where am I? What number would I give myself? Am I willing to be seen? Okay. Now don't do, precious hearts, the human thing. And the human thing is an addendum that says, well, it all depends. The source that can offer you the greatest protection, where you are safe, where you are protected in this world, comes from yourself, your I am presence, the master presence within you, the ascended host if you welcome them into your life, the angelic host if you welcome into your life. I mean, how can you not be safe? And to feel that you are protected. So am I willing to be seen? Am I willing for some magic to happen? Does life require so much difficult strain and effort? Am I willing to enter into more magical land? Where energetically and by vibration that I'm carrying, I know if I take a son's great God mentoring, and I say yes to life in all its fulfillment in every category, a bounty of it. Many of you are born handicapped into this world in many ways by people's beliefs. If you are born into certain cultures, poof. We who are your first family of Jesus Christ, we were born with, as Jews, as the son would say, boom. First handicap. You are just saddled down with so many erroneous beliefs. Yet we, Jews, if I was in your world, I would tell as many jokes about Catholics. Because if you're a sincere Catholic, you got to go along with all that comes with it. Oh, I'm a sinner. Go get the holy bread. Go drink the blood of Christ. Well, let me tell you something. As Jesus' twin flame, leave Jesus' blood alone. And go out and have a fine glass of red wine. You will be blessed by it. So will you turn within and say with me, Mary Magdalene, with an open heart, I accept your Magdalene strength, your Magdalene confidence, and your Magdalene determination as a certain vibration that is acting in me and my life for eternity. Therefore, I am Magdalene strength. I am Magdalene confidence. And I am Magdalene determination. Love, praise, and gratitude, glory and grace. Glory and grace. Wonderful. Thank you. You see, this is what we love to do. Yet it is important for us to try to explain some things. Some of the science of your being and what happens when you think this and what happens when you feel that. And what happens when your ability to feel has been summarily depressed 50%. And although you're happy, if somebody says, how happy? You might say, so happy, or very happy. Extraordinary is the only way to go. Extraordinarily happy, exceptionally happy. Exceptionally, exception comes from a willingness to allow disruption. Mother Akasha feeds your consciousness with the infinity symbol. The purpose of the infinity symbol is to disrupt some area of your life that you would love to have change. To end whatever is feeding some limitation in your life. Disrupt it. And bring about a looping activity that allows what you charge your infinity circle with to restart that area of your life where there is so much fulfillment. Each of you, in this stage of your development, it will be natural that you would favor one over the other. Not that you don't love both, yet you may favor one over the other. What am I speaking of? The Father consciousness of creation, the Mother consciousness of creation. It is natural that you might, because of what happened on the earth, because of future, you may favor. You know that the Ascended Master's divine plan for this seventh golden age states clearly by the Director Logos that the heart must lead the way. The heart must provide the fulfillment of all that the beautiful mind can conceive. This is your future. So in charging our Ascended Master qualities into your feeling body as a very powerful force and vibration, it is not only to keep certain energies of the outer world away from you, but also to encourage that which is the best of you, the finest of you, to come forth in evolution. I say to myself, I will no longer allow concepts of time and space influence my reality. I will no longer allow concepts of time or space influence my reality